Hi, I'm Kevin from SkisDOTcom, joined today by Cody Townsend from Salomon. Cody, thanks for being here.
Yeah, no problem. It's good to be here.
Thanks. So, how long have you been skiing?
I guess I'm 29, so 27 years. Started when I was 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. And how long have you been a professional skier?
About 10 years now. Got in pretty young. I ski raced up until I was about 19, and then just kept going from there and jumping off cliffs and I don't know.
Hucking the body?
Yeah, exactly. Jumping
Nice.
off, having fun in the backcountry. So.
And you've been skiing for Salomon for quite a while, haven't you?
Yeah, actually I ski raced on Salomon back in the day too. So I've been with them for about 13 years now, and mainly because they make really good products. I've tested out just about everything out there, and if they didn't make good products, I don't think I could last with them for 13 years.
For sure. So you've got the Quest Win 15 new ski from Salomon for next year, and you were kind of involved in the design and the aspects of that ski, aren't you?
Yeah, so I mean, we took the 5-dimension technology of like the 5-dimension shape that we had in the Rocker 2. We wanted that, but with more power and more versatility. So we kind of took this and used some of the shape influence of the Rocker 2, but at a flatter tail, lighter rocker, a little bit stiffer tail, a little narrower into the waist, just a little bit more versatile, essentially. Like you can use it on hardpack and cut up. It's got power to drive you through things, but still able to float in the POW and have a ton of fun. It's really versatile ski.
Nice. And you mentioned the flatter tail. That's kind of like a big trend in skis right now. We're going away from this big, huge rocker tail, that little bit lower profile squared off tail. What's the benefit like to the consumer of that type of shape?
I think it's because if you have a fully rocker tail, if you go in the back seat for any reason, you continue to go in the back seat. You just like fold over like you're skiing on a saucer. So I think it takes some of the best skiers in the world to make it that kind of skiing fun and good. You really have to be centered and on it. It takes a lot of energy. So with the flatter tail, you can get something, you know, you lean back, you have something to push back off of. You have hit a bump, you have something to drive you through it. It's more versatile and more friendly. So having like a hybrid rocker is what we call it, allows you to release the tail when you want in the powder, but have something to stand on when you really want to give it some power.
Nice. And this ski's paired up with the Guardian binding, new binding design from Salomon this past season. It's sold really, really well. I mean, what can you say about the Guardian?
It's the best touring binding there is. We spent nearly from concept to finished product 5 years working on this binding. So it's gone through so many stages of development, so many stages of testing. I don't think you can get a more refined hike and ride binding. It skis like an alpine binding, but you can hike with it, and nothing else is like that. No other binding out there has the power and performance just on a normal day and then able to tour. So. And
what separates this from a lot of the other, popular setups out there?
The biggest thing I see is torsional stiffness. Some of the other setups out there don't have the torsional stiffness. This is just skis like a normal binding. It's got it feels like an alpine binding. And then the other thing is the ease of use. Just the release system is super easy. It doesn't ice up on you. It doesn't jam.
You don't have to take your boot out.
You don't have to take your boot out. It's just a lot more friendly of a system. So, you don't have to take it out and jam around and stuff. So just the whole 9 yards of just being, even the smallest details, like putting a metal rivet in here and putting that in there so you don't get ovaling. Other guys don't do that. We have that in there so we know the binding's going to last for a long time.
And if you have any tips or suggestions for the average guy that's really looking to get into the big mountain skiing and take his skiing to the next level, I mean, what are some tips you can offer them?
My thing is find some better skiers at the mountain and go ski with them. Just tag along. Like that's what I did at Squaw Valley. Luckily I had Shane McConkey to do that with for me. But you just go and just going with friends and going with people who are better than you helps you so much, and they teach you about big mountains, teach you about everything. So there's no other way to do it than just going ripping with your buddies.
All right. So that's it from Cody Townsend here at SIA 2013. I'm Kevin. This is Cody. Thanks for joining us.
No problem.